Hello, it's October 31st. Happy Halloween, wherever you may be. I had a great weekend. This month also celebrates my birth. I went to several nightclubs and just came from church earlier. Okay, so let's begin. Turn to Matthew 23. Titled, Jesus Denounces Scribes and Pharisees. Then Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, the scribes and the Pharisees on Moses' seat. Therefore do whatever they teach you and follow it, but do not do as they do, for they do not practice what they teach. They tie up heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on the shoulders of others. But they themselves are unwilling to lift a finger to move them. They do all their deeds to be seen by others, for they make their flageolets broad and their fringes long. They love to have the place of honor at banquets, the best seats to the singings, and to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces, and to have people call them Rabbi. But you are not to be called Rabbi, for you have one teacher, and you are all students. And call no one your Father on earth, for you have one Father, one in heaven, nor are you to be called instructors, for you have one instructor, the Messiah. The greatest among you will be your servant. All who exalt themselves will be humbled, and all who humble themselves will be exalted. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, may God be upon you. Amen. Alright. In other words, do unto others as they unto you. Just remember, wherever you go in life, He's got all the knows, and He ain't missing a thing. Trust me, you never know in life. Where there's hope, there's faith. Breast cancer awareness is the month of October, so is domestic violence awareness. If you know someone who's going through domestic violence, and you call yourself a friend, a real friend picks up the phone, a real friend gets on his shoes or her shoes, and goes over there and stops the violence. There's always help. There's a listing for non-emergency police listings. There's domestic violence hotlines. And just check your local listing. You'll find it. Trust me, it's there. Today's news, military personnel. Retiring Chief right here in Tampa, Florida, retiring Chief Master Sergeant Derek Crowley Wright has served with distinction as the 6th Air Mobility Wing Command Chief, as well as during the nearly 30 years of Air Force service. Reminds me of my dad. He is seen here in Vermont from a past Memorial Day service with Colonel Lenny Richards, 6 AMW Commander. Now that's a dang blow. How about that? God bless him. For serving his country honorably. Jay's Comics. Sorry, I didn't have last weekend's comics. Actually, I did. I just didn't put it on. Let me see here. Garfield strikes again. He says, he's watching TV. The TV says, give my creator life. Garfield's trying not to fall asleep as he's hearing it. Life, I say life. The TV's trying to tell him. And he's trying very hard not to fall asleep. Alright. The TV says, I'll get up already. Stop with the joy buzzing on, the other person said. And Garfield's like lazy teenagers. Monsters. His hallway spirit. Bill Bailey you military people. You guys make such a mess when you simply rivals the stars is. It's just a matter of following directions, guys, darn it. Now watch, I'll show you how to do this. Oops, he drops the marker before hitting the bulletin board, and then he slips and falls on the marker, smashing the bulletin board. The bulletin board falls on his face, crack over his head. Wow, great show of stars. Do it again. Of course, that part reminds me of my sister, but don't tell her. Me and her will constantly go out. And I don't know all the answers being an armor chief, but heck, my brother's 4. I'm sure she would trade places in a heartbeat, knowing full well I live right next door to the ocean. I do as I like. When I tell people, do as I say, but not as I do. Something that Psalm Matthew just said. Relationship advice today for this week. Just because when you have met one bad apple doesn't mean the next person coming along is another bad apple. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Don't judge a book unless you read it, not just the cover. I mean, people aren't always the same as other people. You know, nobody's perfect. You're not going to find your own reflection, basically. Everybody has faults, some bigger and some not so big. I mean, think of it as a cookie cutter. You're cutting a cookie, only it doesn't come out exactly the same way you want it. You know, for every bad thorn blooms a rose. My grandmother, for a retired nurse, would always tell me. Wherever you may be in the world, remember one thing for me. All of this stuff I've ever done in life that you pass on to your friends, make sure you grab them by the ear and bring them to this channel. You'll never go wrong. Listen to music, especially the military personnel. I always like listening to stuff like Black Hawk Down, movie, Braveheart, Gladiator, clips, it's all on there. And if I was seeking educational help, not this $5.99 Mojo. Check it out. We even got Berkeley out of here. Hello. Can't go wrong with Berkeley, Yale. These professors, they are instructors. They are the tools of the future. They know what's going on in the world. They've been there, done that. Don't think of them as the punishers or punishers. There to flunk you night and day. No. They are there to help you lead the way. God bless every single one of them, ma'am, sir. Because they know full well, if you didn't know what they know, in life's lessons of economic times, you would not get very far. So don't judge them, honor them for standing there in front of you all and showing you the way to a better future. Especially for high school people. Can't go wrong there. Y'all think, oh, that teacher's just trying to flunk me. God darn it. Why does he have to bring that red marker everywhere every time I go in English class? He's got that red marker, he pulls it out, and my thesis paper just goes all to heck. Especially the I part in a sentence. One sentence and it's all gone. Then you come home and take it out on your parents. They just don't understand. Yes, they do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be parents. They're always 9/10 ahead of you. Before you can even say, they're already there. But, they're already there. Same thing with teachers. Trust me. I don't know everything. You'll get the hang. Especially when you want that piece of paper that says, or if you don't want to graduate, well, there's McDonald's, there's drive-thru. You guys have more? I just want to get paid $8 and something cents an hour. College is the best way out. And don't do anything stupid. I mean, it's just not worth it. Smoking, I had a bad life, I'll smoke my life away, who cares? That's so full of crap. You know that? There are kids in hospital beds who give anything to be where you're at right now. March your hind parts in the nearest dang ICU. At the nearest hospital, there's some nurses there who would voluntarily show you a 9-year-old or a 6-year-old waiting for one more week to breathe, one more year to live. Who'd be anywhere, even in college, just to live. If they don't motivate you to quit smoking, I don't know what will. We're not doing something stupid to hurt yourself. By the way, holiday season is coming, especially you kids. Don't go too crazy with trick-or-treating tomorrow. Wherever you're going, make sure you're not going alone. Don't eat too much sugar. Plus, I feel for your parents out there, here in America especially, going from house to house. It's not easy walking up some door and being scared half to death of whoever jumps out. Meanwhile, while you're staring at the person jumping out, your kid's already robbing the basket filled with candy and running off the opposite direction. That's what I do. Before Dad could blink. Look, Dad, what was that? A bird? Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't a bird. That was something up there. Let's go. Now, my next contestant of inspiration for you all. Don't drive crazy. You're driving, please, for the love of God. Another reason why cell phones are not in use. Especially when I drive by you. I can get the president to work. Fasten your seatbelt. Can't promise you how I'll get there, but I'll get there. The way I drive, I make NASCAR look bad, okay? But leave it to a professional like me. I'm going to dedicate this song of songs. I have many songs on my YouTube channel. Just check it out. Especially movies. Can't go wrong there. Nothing but the best. I don't play no negative stuff. Mind you. The nearest musical store you go to, if you're very lonely, go visit your bands. And the almost famous movie to figure this one out. Same movie I made, God bless Kate Hudson. Marvelous. And every other singer and actor, Celine Dion, Sheryl Crow. I mean, as I said before, especially Sheryl Crow. If anybody can get on stage and recover from breast cancer, they deserve a darn award. Being breast cancer awareness, why should it be one time a year? And honoring all those who are fighting to survive breast cancer. Men get it too, they just don't talk about it. A lot of people aren't aware of that. It doesn't care what gender you are. It strikes without warning. So, don't avoid your primary main person, doctor in charge every year, wherever you are in the world. Get checked at least one time a year. Get your shots up to date. Your flu shot. What have you. You'll be alright. Granted, health insurance ain't cheap. God only knows. But at least you'll have your health. I mean, life's too fragile. Why waste it? See y'all. Have a good week from my heart to you. Play a good song for you on my iTunes. DJ Casanova. It's on there, trust me. Everything, I'm going to play this on here too. Just check it out. It's around the world. Global. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Can you imagine that? It's a masterpiece, Montebello. I am known from here to Sicily, to Russia, to Korea. God help you all. Especially the universal language is English, mind you. You must know English. Keyword. The other thing you must know is here's one. Let me see.